Hi, I'm Linda Wheat, and if you're like me, there's nothing better on a hot night than sitting back with some friends. But doing it with a cool and sweet treat, now that's even better. Here in Lancaster County, there's an ice cream shop on almost every corner you look at. But the question remains, which one of them is the best? We here at News 11 have a few favorite shops we like to frequent and wanted to find out how the homemade creameries get their ice cream from the cow to the cone.
Lancaster County is known for its rich agricultural heritage and is home to an abundance of sprawling dairy farms. Naturally, some of the milk is made into ice cream, and it's no secret Lancastrians love their ice cream. Join us as we take you behind the scenes of local creameries and shops to find out how this cool frosty treat has the cows working overtime. This is your Inside Scoop.
We are going to begin this ice cream journey at the newest creamery in Ephrata. It's called Fox Meadows, and if you haven't visited them yet, you need to, because they are serving up some delicious and creamy concoctions, and it's all natural. The milk even comes from the cows that are born and raised right here on the Fox Meadows farm.
They grow to about 2 years old, and then that's when they would enter the milking herd. So that's really where the Fox Meadows story starts.
It's a story called Cow to Cone, and the Fox family knows it by heart.
We prep the cows by cleaning them and helping them to milk most effectively. So what they were doing is they were putting on what you could call milking machines, basically.
That warm milk from the happy cows is the secret to Fox Meadows homemade ice cream. It's one of just 6 natural ingredients that make up the base of their dreamy desserts.
We have very natural ice cream.
Made up of just milk, cane sugar, cream, egg yolks, non-fat dry milk, and locust bean gum.
We pasteurize it and homogenize it, and then when it's cooled, it's ready to be made into the 24 different flavors of ice cream that we offer here.
Including this spicy concoction called chocolate sriracha.
It would be our base of Wilbur chocolate ice cream, and then with sriracha hot sauce inside of it, as well as drizzled on the top.
So how is it made? Production manager Krista Fox is a pasteurizing pro.
And it heats the mix up to a minimum of 155 degrees is what the state law is.
Then it's homogenized. Very rich. Mixed. And extruded into containers that are placed into a -20 blast freezer where it's stored till ready to be served.
So even though we have premium ice cream, we still want to be able to have a whole family come out here and enjoy the evening without worrying about how expensive it's going to be.
With prices this low and flavors like honey lavender, salted caramel pretzel, and of course chocolate sriracha, your taste buds will have you begging for more. And that's your Fox Meadows Inside Scoop. The great thing about all of these Lancaster County creameries is that they're pretty easy on the wallet. But sometimes you just want to sit at home and eat a bowl of ice cream on your own couch. So if you want the comfort of your home and the quality of homemade, why not pick up some Kreider Farms ice cream during your next trip to the supermarket?
First thing I do in the morning, check on the cows.
1,650 cows to be exact. That's how many of the white and black spotted animals live at Kreider Farms. It's their milk that makes the Kreider Farms ice cream famous.
We start at 2 o'clock in the morning and we go to about 11 o'clock at night.
And trust me, there's no hand milking this many mooers. That's where the one-of-a-kind cow carousel comes in.
It's a 54 stall rotary. It takes 11 minutes to make a complete turn.
And the numbers that you see up here flashing in red, they hold some of the most important information. Each cow has their own identification number. It tells you how often a cow has milked in one day and how much they milked in each session. And what you may not know is that milk straight from the cow comes out at a steamy 90 degrees. It needs to be cooled and it needs to be done quickly.
And on one side of the plate is glycol, which is about 30 degrees. The other side is groundwater, which is about 50 degrees. So that's how we're taking milk and cool from 90, 95 degrees down to 34 degrees in 8 minutes.
Then the fresh milk is pumped into the silos, where it's held for no more than 12 hours. Then it's off to the plant for the milk and off to the barn for the cows. And a fun fact we learned here at the farm is that once the cows are brought back to the barn, they live in specialized groups. And there's a boss cow, and that cow gets whatever they want, from the food that they want to eat to the bed where they get to sleep. But here at the Micro Brewery, there's no bossing this Ice King around. He's top of the line when it comes to packaging and pasteurizing.
We pasteurize ice cream mix after we determine how much we're going to make.
Kreider's always starts with a vanilla and a chocolate base. From there, they add the liquid ingredients into what's called a blend tank. This, it kind of freezes when it goes up here through the pipes?
Yes.
From pipe to box, and then sealed for freshness. In 1 month, Kreider can pump out 5,000 gallons.
We've improved our quality and been very, very consistent.
If your mouth is watering, good news. There's a shop serving it up near you.
Locally, you can find it at the Y store here in Mannheim, and you can also find it at Stouffer's at Kissel Hill in Lidditz.
And that's your Kreider Farms Inside Scoop. Coming up after the break.
You can label it Blue Ridge Blueberry Pie.
You heard that right. We will take a dip of a News 11 special treat from Greco's. And then turkey, ice cream, and a heaping scoop of family history is what's being served up at Utter Choice. But first, here's an Inside Scoop pop quiz. Which of these ingredients was not one of the 6 used to make the Fox Meadows Creamery homemade ice cream base? Is it A, cane sugar, B, locust bean gum, C, corn syrup, or D, non-fat dry milk? We will have the answer to this Inside Scoop pop quiz right after the break. Be sure to like Blue Ridge News 11 on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for breaking and local news. Then find Fox Meadows Creamery and Kreider Farms on Facebook for all the latest ice cream updates. Do you have your answer ready? Let's see how you did. The question one more time. Which of these ingredients was not one of the 6 used to make the Fox Meadows Creamery homemade ice cream base? Is it A, cane sugar, B, locust bean gum, C, corn syrup, or D, non-fat dry milk? If you guessed C, corn syrup, you are correct. Corn syrup was not one of the 6 ingredients used to make the Fox Meadows Creamery homemade ice cream base. Let's return now to the Inside Scoop. Welcome back to the Inside Scoop. As you can see, we are now in Lidditz, but the creamery we're going to take you to is a little bit off the beaten path. Take a break from all the shops on Main Street and visit Broad. That's where you'll find a hidden gem called Greco's. The creamery and Italian ice shop is a Lidditz staple. Take a walk inside and you'll see why. Then have a conversation with owner Mike Greger. Now that's a story worth hearing. Mixing, swirling, and creating some of the best ice cream around may sound like a dream job, but follow Mike Greger for a day and you'll see it's not all sprinkles and whipped cream.
You could be standing here for 10, 12, 14 hours to try to get everything done.
We met up with Mike 4 different times to get the inside scoop on how he keeps the Greco's customers happy from start to finish.
We always start with vanilla, because after vanilla you can run any other flavor.
So staying organized on Ice Cream Making Monday is a must. He starts his days at the Ephrata facility.
So I can go bang, bang, bang and get 4 flavors done.
And it's all about the flavor, even if we can't spoil it.
This is our secret ingredient right here that we add to every flavor, and it boosts the flavor.
Mike uses a 14% butter fat base, making for a creamier product, which is exactly what his newest menu item needed.
You can label it Blue Ridge Blueberry Pie.
Blue Ridge Blueberry Pie.
Okay.
Make sure I spell Blue Ridge right. So we poured the newly blue vanilla base into the batch freezer.
These things operate basically like almost like a little washing machine.
And began the layering process. Made up of blueberries, 2 kinds of marshmallow, and of course, the graham crackers.
People like my ice cream because they say it's chunky.
But how does it taste?
That's delicious. Then we're going to put it in this big walk-in freezer, okay? And that drives the product down to minus 20 degrees.
Well, now that you've seen how Blue Ridge Blueberry Pie gets made, we're going to head over to the Greco shop in Lidditz to see how the other 20 flavors are serving up. Here he gets a little help from his employees.
Here you are.
Thank you.
And that's a good thing because customers flock to Greco's for the creative creations. But homemade ice cream isn't the only thing here at Greco's, isn't that right, Mike?
That's correct. We also serve 20 flavors of homemade Italian ices every day.
Always on tap.
Mango, the cherry, the lemon, the blueberry, and the root beer.
So no matter what you're craving, Greco's has a dip for you.
We sell fun in 40 different flavors every day.
And that's your Greco's Inside Scoop. Now, the thing that I learned at all of these creameries is that the dessert-loving owners hold some really strong family roots. Take the Utter Choice, for example. Now, they're known here in Ephrata as a mom-and-pop shop, but the Ulrich sons hold a really strong position in that picture, too. So every time you walk through those doors, there will be a smiling Ulrich family member ready to take your order.
There's people that come in here 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And can you blame them? Not when there's fresh carved turkey and 26 flavors of homemade ice cream on the Utter Choice menu.
Whether it's chocolate, mint, butter pecan.
Each one created from the same base, which the Ulrich family ships in from New Jersey.
The base is a 14% butterfat content, and this machine's only 33% overrun.
Meaning there's no extra air pumped into this product. And that's great for taste, but bad for those on a diet.
That's why you get the heavier, denser texture from our ice cream.
When it comes to fixin' and mixin' all the flavors at Utter Choice, Mom's in charge.
Our mix comes in, and then she'll make it that morning, and then the following morning also.
This is Mom's famous chocolate chip ice cream. First, she combines the base with the vanilla extract, and that is what goes into the batch freezer.
The chocolate chips will be hand added as it comes out.
But you better be keeping a close eye on those Wilbur chocolate chips.
That way, when you're scooping ice cream out of it, everybody's getting chocolate chips in their scoops.
From here, the container is sealed up and placed in the walk-in freezer for no less than 10 hours. Once hand dippable, the ice cream is ready to be served.
It's always consistently good, comes out the same every time.
Which is what you want when expecting greatness. Take the Jigger, for example. Now that we've introduced you to the Jigger, let's see what's inside of it. There's chocolate syrup, cherry syrup, vanilla ice cream, more chocolate, more cherry syrup, and on top, whipped cream and a cherry. What you don't see is there's a secret ingredient inside of this, and that's the Jigger's claim to fame. That and its incredibly affordable price.
Doesn't mean that our stuff's any cheaper, it's just not as high a profit on it.
And when you stop in for a scoop, take a look around the shop. There's years of history plastered on the walls. Just a little hint that these homemade creations and the Ulrich family are here to stay. And that's your Utter Choice Inside Scoop. Coming up after the break,
we were down almost a total of 9 weeks.
A 5-generation business picks up the pieces after a fire nearly destroys it. And I'll take a cone of what now? Lancaster sweet corn ice cream. You won't want to miss this dish. But first, it's time now for another Inside Scoop Pop quiz. The Utter Choice serves a special item called the Jigger, which is topped with 2 kinds of syrup. What are they? A. Vanilla and raspberry syrup. B. Chocolate and cherry syrup. C. Strawberry and chocolate syrup. Or D. Maple and cherry syrup. We will have the answer to this Inside Scoop Pop quiz right after the break. Be sure to like Blue Ridge News 11 on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for breaking and local news. Then find Greco's Italian Ices and homemade ice cream and Utter Choice on Facebook for all the latest ice cream updates. Do you have your answer ready? Well, let's see how you did. The question one more time. The Utter Choice serves a special item called the Jigger, which is topped with 2 kinds of syrup. What are they? A. Vanilla and raspberry syrup. B. Chocolate and cherry syrup. C. Strawberry and chocolate syrup. Or D. Maple and cherry syrup. If you guessed B. Chocolate and cherry syrup, you are correct. The Jigger is layered with vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, cherry syrup, whipped cream, a cherry, and of course, that secret ingredient. Let's return now to the Inside Scoop. A place to dip your feet, a seat to sit, and a scoop of some fresh Beringer's ice cream. Now, life doesn't get much better than that. But all of this was almost ancient history. You probably remember the fire in 2014. But since then, things have really shaped up for this 5-generation business. It was the story that made headlines for an entire summer.
Beringer's ice cream shop in East Cocalico Township caught on fire this weekend.
Beringer's Drive-In temporarily closes up shop.
We were down almost a total of 9 weeks. right in the heart of your season, which was difficult.
It's hard to forget about the 2014 fire that nearly destroyed a 5-generation family business. But the flames didn't keep the owners or the customers from bouncing back.
We had a lot of new people that I've never seen before, which was great. But yeah, our regular clientele came right back.
And 1 year later, the Adamstown shop is stronger than ever, providing customers with a place to take a dip, cool off, grab a bite to eat, and get a scoop of their favorite sweet treat.
Everybody that comes here has their flavor that they like. We find that, and we're talking about families that have been coming here for 3 generations.
Chris Schneider is the man in charge, a 4th-generation owner.
Nobody knows the recipes to anything here except my mother, my sister-in-law, and myself. We're still actually using some of the same ingredients my grandparents used.
Honey, thank you so much. Chris says it's that tasty and secret tradition that keeps their business booming. He and his family spend 6 to 7 hours a day whisking up their 21 flavors of ice cream.
And then it's about an 8 to 9 minute process if everything's running correctly, if your machine's perfect.
Then the tubs need to freeze before taking a one-way trip to the dipping case, where the only question left to ask is if you want a sugar or cake cone. So as we learned, there's always 21 flavors for you to try at Beringer's. In fact, in the last 10 years, they've only added 1 new flavor, and that's coconut. But I'm told the fan favorite flavor is the chocolate butter fudge.
It's not even a contest, to be honest with you. And it actually wins on the Facebook poll every year.
And there's no poll needed when it comes to customer satisfaction. This line out the door is proof enough that Adamstown loves their ice cream. And that's your Beringer's Inside Scoop. Now, all of the creameries we've introduced you to are relatively close to Blue Ridge News 11, but when we heard of a little thing called sweet corn ice cream served here at the Good Life, we knew we had to travel into Lancaster to try it. So when we learned that the corn used by the Good family came from a farm right here in Ephrata, we knew we had ourselves another Inside Scoop. Any day you get to indulge in something sweet and creamy is a good day, but doing it at the Good Life, now that's a great day. Not sure where the Good Life is? Well, it used to be known as the Lancaster Maggie Moo's.
We thought we could better ourselves by being more local than being a franchise.
Owners Donna and Mike Good made the switch last summer, and by doing so embraced their local pride and became a top-notch Lancaster County ice cream competitor.
Our standout flavors up to today, of course, are peanut butter s'mores. We also have the pink peppercorn.
And then there's Lancaster sweet corn.
I don't like corn, so I was like, it sounds different. We do a lot of different things here, which is cool. So I said, okay, I'll make it. And then next thing I know, we're making it all last summer because everyone kept wanting it.
And who wouldn't? Especially when the corn is homegrown and hand-picked from Ephrata's Indian Run Produce. Daniel Hayden has worked with the Goods since 2006. He is the man running the machine and is in charge of correctly combining the PA-based 14% butterfat mix with the pure butter extract and the freshly chopped corn.
About maybe 3 or 4 minutes before the ice cream's done, I will actually open this up and put all the corn on the cob in there.
Then it's packed for the freezer. Once dippable, Lancaster sweet corn is ready to shine. If you're looking to add a little bit of spice to the sweet corn ice cream, why not think about sprinkling some Old Bay on top? But if that's a little too much out of your comfort zone, why not get a little bit salty? You can mix in caramel and peanuts.
So we have over 30-some toppings that you can get put in.
Just let us know if you want to sample any of the flavors. Okay. And be sure to stop in for a scoop more than once a year, because the Goods rotate over 130 ice cream flavors. So there's always a new combination you can have mashed up on the Cold Stones. And that's the Lancaster Good Life Inside Scoop. It's time for our final Inside Scoop Pop Quiz. In the last 10 years, Beringer's has only added 1 new flavor to their menu. What is that flavor? A. Chocolate butter fudge. B. Pineapple. C. Black raspberry. Or D. Coconut. We will have the answer to this Inside Scoop Pop Quiz right after the break. Be sure to like Blue Ridge News 11 on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for breaking and local news. Then find Beringer's and The Good Life on Facebook for all the latest ice cream updates. We'll be right back. It's time now for your answer. The question one more time. In the last 10 years, Behringer's has only added one new flavor to their menu. What is that flavor? A, chocolate butter fudge, B, pineapple, C, black raspberry, or D, coconut? If you guessed D, coconut, you are correct. In the last 10 years, the Behringer's ice cream menu has only changed once, and that was when they added coconut as an option. Let's return now to the Inside Scoop.
Traveling from creamery to creamery for the Inside Scoop was an experience like none other. Now, you probably won't get the behind-the-scenes look that we here at BRC 11 had, but I promise the trip is well worth the time that you'll spend behind the wheel. And I think we can all agree that no matter what creamery you visit, there's a sweet treat with your name on it. I'm Linda Weed, and this was your Lancaster County Inside Scoop.
We're gonna head over to Greco's shop to see how the other 20 flavors, not 24. Oh my God, that's so good. And you can hear me? We're connected. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna say hanging out with some friends. To feel you, I wanna touch you. Is every cow has, oh sorry, that was bad. Do it one more time.